Hello. Whoa. Hello, everyone. This is super spontaneous stream. I was going to do something else originally, and then I'm like, screw it. I'll just play video games instead. So, most of you probably just came from Vinny's stream, and he played a game called Smile Guide. And I saw the whole chat pulling their hair out, not like this scene, their hair out, because he was playing it wrong and was not getting as far into the game as is available for the game. So I was just going to do this on my own, but I figured, like, why would I ever play video games, well, not in front of an audience? So that's what I'm going to do. I don't think there's a whole lot more to the game than he had, but there's at least more than we saw. So I'm hoping to discover what else this interesting VHS game has to offer. So hopefully this actually works. Oh, and thanks for the follows. I'm C Swiss, Cilioth, Mason, Ghost, and Ghosts. Ghoasts. That happens a lot where I'll get 2 follows right in a row of people with very similar names, and it just kind of like makes me wonder, is there something deeper to analyze about that? How often do people go in pairs to streams with similar names? Are they a couple? Are they co-conspirators? I don't know. Just making stuff up. So this is Smile Guide. Let me boost the audio a little bit, it's kind of quiet. I sound like GPM. Do I sound like kind of like GPM? Just gonna talk about Buff Riku. No, I was kidding. It is a live audience. I'm filming you guys. You're sitting in front of me on stage. That was you. The viewers. So let's see, look. You can look at it. The audio's very quiet to me too. I think it's just a game. So we're looking. And now I am hungry for apples. It is like fate. You followed me, and then all of a sudden it triggered the monobot to kick in, and the stream went live. Closed for renovation. Collect 25 apples. So as an aspiring game designer, I'm wondering if they got this VHS noise, which looks to be maybe just 3 frames looping. They brought in an actual VHS that was just displaying black, and then they applied some sort of a layer effect to it where a transparency thing where it eliminates the black background. So it's like a mask. And it's a really good trick to make something loop, is to make it unexpectedly short. So people are sitting there, okay, where's the loop? Where's the loop? But it actually looped 10 times by the time they actually were thinking about it. And what's really cool is that my cursor is not staying in the window. That's like everyone's favorite thing in a Unity game. It's when the cursor is just like, nah, I'm gonna go outside the bounds of the game. I'm gonna discover myself on your desktop. Okay, so what people were saying in the chat is that there were tiles that looked slightly different to know if you're gonna fall through. Okay, apple acquired. Made the acquisition sound before the particle effect. Oh! Okay, I didn't notice anything different there. So. That is a really cool effect, though. You know what? I love this ambient sound so much. I need to, like, deafen myself a little bit. There we go. Well, I already fell through the ground, so that's out of the question. I really hope I don't have to click anything, 'cause as soon as I click, I'll click my desktop. I think my best bet is to walk the lines. Wait a minute. Those tiles are darker, look at that. There is a difference. Very difference. Very difference. That's how tired I am. Actually, it's more like a non-tired. Danger Locker and Inzanix, thank you for the follows. There's a lot of German going on in this game. Wonder if that's... Oh? Oh. Catch me. I'm your friend. I love how the music winds down and then goes back. So cool. Okay, Alright, so I can tell that those two are darker. But I don't see any apples out here, so I don't know. It's worth heading that direction. Your real jerk move is if the tiles just randomly become non-solid. I don't think you can really nudge over the edge to tell, because like once you start falling a little bit, you keep falling, like you can't really come back. I like this new noise. Oh, hi. Hello? I'll just be heading this way. Definitely starting to see more differences on the tiles. I don't know if that's just my imagination, or if... I don't know. If my predictions are correct, directly in front of me is a hole. Okay. Another hole. And another. There we go. Look like an adult Frisk. I do, kind of. I feel like it changes slightly each time I fall and return. And I think it's a coincidence that acquiring the third apple is a lot harder than The first two. Okay, so last time I got really close. Let's go all the way over here. And don't go on that one directly in front of me. Perhaps diagonally? Nope. Why aren't you following me? I don't know. We all have our own reasons. Not here to question reasoning. Okay. Diagonal didn't work. Forward didn't work. Oh, I wonder if where these mushrooms fall has anything to do with this. Because one fell right there. Maybe patience is rewarded? Nope. Everyone should follow everyone, then we'll have our own economy. Follows are like the currency of Twitch. Oh, what is this? I have the high ground pad. Well, I don't think I can get that apple from that angle. Let me try going around the building. That's cool. Thank you for the follow, Daxerdoodle. That's a name I recognize. So funny that with all the art being read off all the time and hearing Vinny say the names of the artists who contribute a lot to the Buru, that like the names stick in my head. Like, I don't even remember for sure what types of art a lot of you guys and girls and women and men, what you all do. And, but I just hear the name, like I'll hear part of it. And, God, what was that one? I heard the word tremendous. And then I said, my brain auto-completed by design, like tremendous by design. Why does that sound familiar? Like, oh, it's a Vine Sauce artist. Uh-oh, invisible wall. But these are black, yeah, that was a hole. What's even in here? Oh, oh. Let me try pushing other buttons just to make sure I'm not totally missing something here. I need brackets on the screen that says... Doesn't say that, but it says typing intensifies. So this is when I push K. It sounds essential to the gameplay. Oh, that's wonderful. Wait, did that change the music? Okay, I've pushed like every button on my keyboard. Huh. Well, this is... my new favorite button is this. Anyway, apples. I know there's at least more to this than this that we've been seeing so far, because I was looking at some screenshots and saw some other stuff. Oh, look at that. I cheesed. Well, not cheesed. I'm... Oh, darn. There is an apple floating, it looks like. Maybe I can fall into it. Yeah, I'll try pushing the buttons when I fall. It's the weird thing about these these like deceptively simple games is you gotta try every combination of everything. Invisible wall. Might be able to do what someone recommended, was like barely inching over the edge. Oh yes. Because this is made in Unity, and the standard player controller uses a capsule-shaped collider, meaning the top and bottom are hemispheres. So this curvature of the sphere begins to inch down into the crevice, and I can see how, when I'm going to fall. Oh, and I can kind of see the shape that I'm walking on. So, I can point at my monitor and be like, see that, but like you guys can see my hands, so really no point. It looks like this entire line here is all inaccessible. So maybe I should try the other side. Build speed for 12 hours. Yeah, just keep falling and falling and falling into infinity. Does building change, or was it always like that? I don't remember. Kinda looks like holes all around me. Oh, and it'll be really cool is because I have OBS open because I'm streaming. And with my cursor going outside the window, if I just frantically clicked and clicked stop streaming, because my cursor is not locked. That would be amazing. Okay. It just looks like there's pits all the way around me. How? I don't get it. Wait, okay, let's try this. Okay. Nope. Amazing. Okay. Okay, what if I just go total opposite way? If I just go way out here. What is out this way? My character like starts the fall. It's weird. I feel like this is the type of game that when you're really sick and you're like laying on your couch and the TV just turns on and you sit up and are looking at the TV screen, and then this is just on there and you just hear, you just like are transfixed, just staring at the screen as this game plays itself. That would be kind of amazing. I had a weird fever dream like that with the TV show Inspector Gadget. I was like really sick when I was like 12 years old. And I was at home with my parents, but like they were asleep and I was just kind of sitting out or laying out in the family room, and I had just taken some kind of cold medicine and I was watching Inspector Gadget. And it was just like Inspector Gadget's face was just like frozen on the TV screen. And I don't think it actually was Just something about me being sick and feeling weird. It was just like, what is wrong with the TV? It's so weird. Took a weird direction at this Centipede remake, yeah. Ugh, I can't figure out where to go. So I don't feel quite as bad for Vinny. I mean, I do feel bad for Vinny because he couldn't figure it out. So it wasn't as easy as it looked. I feel like the light up tiles are like the right direction because clearly this is the newest thing that happened in this area. So did I try all of these directions? Like this? I feel like I'm starting to sink. Tripping balls on disassociatives. Is that an actual class of, like, medication? Disassociatives? Okay, is this solid? Oh! Oh, no, it's not. Running out of ideas. How about, I'll just, oh! I'm doing something. Did something. Game, please. And what triggered that, like, that stretched out Totoro wireframe to chase me around, and why isn't it doing it anymore? Disassociatives, they disassociate you from the pain rather than covering the nerve endings with other drugs, such as pain medication, Oxycontin, ibuprofen. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so that was not correct. How about this? Oh, I can kind of move a little bit as I fall. And that thing that I thought was an apple up there floating, it was actually a rose. Like, it looked like it had a stem. Oop. Okay. Okay. This is just pure trial and error. Cool. I think I've found the strat. Sorry, the strats. It's kind of funny because the kinds of experiences that I think are the most interesting are the ones where it's like your brain is just interpreting the world in a very strange way. So it's all in your head kind of thing. So all these experiences that interest me a lot can be induced with drugs, but anyone that knows me knows that I'm adamantly against just recreational drug use. So it's like there's this whole world out there of experiences that I probably would enjoy, but my own I don't know if moral is the right way. I'm so opposed to that kind of drug use that I'm refusing. Like, I've never even been drunk, ever. I'm 28. I only drank some champagne once when I was like 14, and then just never again. But, so I use games like this to get my weird on. Okay, I fell through that one, so let me try this. Nope. With this? Yes. This? People say meditation can get similar experiences. I've heard that. I don't think I have the patience to do something like meditation. Like, maybe this is like an American thing, but if I'm not doing something, working on something, like if I'm just relaxing, I have this guilt that I feel like I'm not doing what I should be doing. I can never just relax. It's like it's hard for me to play single player games by myself because I feel like I'm wasting my time if I'm just entertaining myself. That's kind of like why I like streaming, is it gives me an opportunity to play single player games, but I'm contributing to other people's experiences. So I feel like I don't feel guilt then. Oh, there we go. Okay, at least I'm kind of making progress here. Holy moly, huge chat post. I remember when I had a dream and everything was black except a neon gray graph-like silhouette version of me. And I looked down, I saw my hands the same way. I got closer to the laying figure and lay onto it, and you woke up. Strange. Yeah, there was... I don't remember if it was an article I read or something. It's something about when you see yourself in a dream, that's a significant thing. That most people don't see themselves. They can't see their own bodies. But if you have the personality or the mental capacity, I guess, to see yourself, that it's significant in some way. I mean, I don't have like the psychology to like, or the knowledge of psychology to know what that is. Psychedelics are very different. There are many scientists and psychologists who say that dissociatives are actually a wonder drug. They aren't addiction forming like pain medication. They don't have lifelong potential. That's interesting. I mean, that's probably why a lot of over-the-counter drugs, why they're over-the-counter is because they don't have the addiction, habit-forming qualities that like psychedelic drugs do. Okay. Making progress here. Oh, what happens to me a lot, and I'm sure this happens to other people too, is, hey, there's something on that tree. Noted. If something is physically affecting me in real life while I dream, I have like, it affects my dream. One of the most vivid dreams I had was very simple. In my dream, I thought my face had some serious mutilation of some kind. Like I don't know if I was in an accident or what, but I couldn't see myself. I just felt like, oh, there was something wrong with my face. Like my jaw felt like it was totally out of place. And then in my dream, I went to a mirror and looked at my own face, and I saw myself, except my face was just really skewed to one side, like my jaw was out of place. And then when I woke up, I found that all that was happening is that I was laying on my hand, pushing my jaw to one side, and that influenced me. Oh god, okay, sorry about that. Did not know this was going to be a screamer game, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I woke up and it was just my hand pushing my jaw out of place. So beware of that. Let me put the audio down, because that was really damn loud. Yeah, why do they have to ruin a game like that? Screamers just don't contribute anything. Done with video games forever. Sorry. Had no idea. So I'll put the audio down even lower. Okay. Oh, and then I fall. This is supposed to be relaxing. Video game, what did you do? Sorry, everyone. I know sometimes it's a benefit if you're watching on mobile because there's a lot of lag and you can see the chat reacting to something and it gives you a chance to be like, oh, better turn my volume down. I think that screamer was triggered by me just sitting here for a long time. It didn't seem to be linked with anything I was doing. You've had instances where you would wake up and see a figure walk towards me. The guy had a wig and a bat, made me jump out of my bed and swat at him. Damn. I'm glad. As a kid, I used to have dreams about strangers in my home, and that used to freak me out a lot. But strangely, ever since living on my own, maybe it's just growing up, that I don't have those dreams anymore. Like, overcome a fear of the dark and of strangers and things like that. Like, I really don't have a problem just approaching people that I don't know at all. But as a kid, I would be horrified to talk to someone who wasn't a family member. My God, this is gonna take a long time, isn't it? Actually, on your phone is faster than your computer, so you see the chat react on your PC, and then you think clearly you're missing something. Yeah. Let everyone else take the bullet for you. I don't think there's ever been a time in video game history, or my experience in video games, where I thought that a screamer was good, or that it contributed anything. I'm always just like, stupid. And I should give a disclaimer at the beginning of all of my streams that this is unrelated, but Comcast has been doing a lot of just random maintenance at night. So there's always a chance the stream will just die. And I'll usually jump into to my data plan on my phone and go into the chat and tell people that that's what happened. And a real special occasion was last night. Let's see if he's in the chat. Okay, I don't see him here, but I was watching VideoBum's stream and he was playing Silent Hill, and the most horror video game thing ever happened to me. Watching a stream, he was wandering around in the dark with a flashlight, you know, Silent Hill stuff happening. Damn it. And my power goes out. And I almost rolled my eyes, kind of like, really? It's like the worst thing that could happen. And I've lived here for 4 years almost, and I've never had a power outage. And then it decided to happen while I was watching Silent Hill at 4 in the morning. Actually, 3:20 in the morning, because I reported the power outage. And I had to give the time. And I'll tell you, when you live in an apartment with like 300, 400 people, you get these surreal experiences late at night because most people aren't crazy night owls like myself. And when the power went out, I knew that the vast majority of the people in my complex were completely unaware. And my building has fire doors, meaning that they're constantly being held open by electricity. So when an electrical charge no longer goes through the door, they all release and close. So not only did all my power go out, it actually went out and then on and then out. So it's usually not an intentional shutdown, like it was some kind of damage. And so then I heard this loud banging out in the hallway because the fire doors were closing, and they closed very slowly. And so I heard it way in the distance. I heard like this, and it got closer until it was right outside my door. And I had to like double check to see if I was dreaming or not. And then in my apartment is kind of shaded by some tall buildings, so I don't get really any natural light in here. So my apartment was completely dark. Could not see anything, and was totally silent. No refrigerators, no air conditioning. Everything was totally silent. And it's that kind of silence where you hear your ears ringing, which is actually the sound of blood flowing through your ears. That's all I could hear. So then I immediately like grabbed my phone, turned the light on, found a flashlight, and just kind of sat around hoping it would come back again. And then I also eventually I checked because we have a company called Excel Energy that does all our power here, and I checked their map, and there was a confirmed outage in my area. So like, so what am I gonna do? I'm not tired, and I kind of want to be here. So I walked around my apartment, my whole complex, in pitch black darkness. There was no emergency lights or anything, and I had my phone's flashlight with, and I just felt like I was in a horror game. And it was cool. Like, I'm kind of a weird personality where when something really spooky happens, like, I'm like, oh, this is amazing. It's not to say that I'm not scared. It's just more like, it's not often that, you know, upper middle class white American guy experiences spookiness. I mean, if someone's breaking in and straight up robbing me, I'm not gonna be like, oh cool, you know, that's gonna suck. But when it's like a surreal experience, like a power outage, it kind of makes me a little happy in a ways. It's like I get to experience a weird transformation of my environment. So I was walking around through my apartment, total darkness, going through the fire doors, looking out the window. All the lights in the parking lot were off, so I could just see the reflection off all the cars of the moonlight shining on it. It was just very cool. I mean, I'm not like, oh, then a ghost appeared in front of me. No, I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. So power outages, would recommend. Oh, I'm way behind in the chat. This game is sort of transfixing me. Might just be the building. Okay. I can play while reading. Says the guy who's gonna fall through a hole. Might just be the building on duty last night. We had a square fan that would be in the center of the table. It would somehow move to the edge and fall off the table. It happened so many times. Even to the guy that was with me fell. I've had that happen too. I mean, a lot of times any sort of moving motors that give a lot of vibrations off, that they'll continually be moving even at the slightest. So I've had stuff fall off tables that looked motionless to me just because over a long period of time it'll eventually be making ground. Okay. Where you live, an hour away from Washington, D.C., it's super rural, and if the wind blows the wrong way, it'll knock out the power. Oh, I couldn't stand living like that. I mean, electricity is so important to my well-being. I'm a total victim of this generation. Like, I need internet. I need stuff. Okay, I don't need it, but I'm pretty reliant on it. And it always annoys me because I was dating someone once where she said, what would you do if just electricity no longer worked? Like, what sort of skills? I mean, she didn't mean it in a mean way. It was just kind of a genuine question. Like, what would you do in a world with no electricity? Like, you develop all these skills. Like, I do web design, trying to get into game design and stuff. What would you do with your life if you could no longer do any of these things? And then my answer is usually, if electricity is no longer working in the world, there's going to be much bigger problems in the world than me no longer being able to make websites for money. So I just say that I would probably try to be involved with whatever operations are going on to try to keep communities together, to try to recover from electromagnetic storm or whatever happened to the world. I don't know. I feel like I have good organizational skills. I feel like I can talk to people, and so it's a weird thing to think about. Like, what would you do if you could not do anything involving electricity all of a sudden? Fan status approaching local minimum. Trees look like vine sauce. They do look like mushrooms. You would just sell trash for a living. Oh, I could think of some like really mean joke involving that, but I can't think of one right now. A lot of hospitals would need help. That's kind of what it comes down to. In any sort of extreme situation, people really undervalue people with medical experience. I mean, you see it in movies all the time where it's like, is there a doctor here? But doctors are so critical, especially in a situation, or even just people have like CPR knowledge or just any sort of like emergency health. Those people are in very high demand when something goes wrong. See, I'm still making progress here, folks, just very slowly. Oh my gosh, Barrels of Fun, thank you for the follow. I'm Barrels of Fun's personal VIP access to Vinny streams. So if I'm with Vinny and he's like, we gotta get Barrels in here, I like put on my sunglasses and my suit and get in my limo. I speed down the street, arrive in front of Barrel's home. You're needed. You'd be a farmer, I guess. Yeah? I mean, well, sell trash to third world countries all the time, especially if there's no electricity. Well, that's mean. Ugh. I'm gonna say, this game, putting the stupid screamer aside, I enjoy the visuals, I enjoy the audio, but like, how do they honestly expect you to do this? Just trial and error, going on and on and on, falling. Ah, there we go. God damn it, okay. I'll try to warn you guys when it happens in the chat, so... There is a wiki article called Trash Economy. Dang, I gotta read that. Yeah, this game has me interested, but when they pull bullshit like that, it makes me not want to play anymore. It's just uncalled for. It's a cheap shot. It doesn't contribute. I'll put the audio even lower for my own sake. I'll just loop some of my own music for now until we make some ground. Why did my browser window close? This sucks. Browser window, please. Where did you go? Oh, there it is. I'll play this song. Wait, how am I going to coordinate this? Okay, so I got game audio, and my audio mixer thing is behind a window that refuses to go back. Okay. Windows noises. Ah, I can hear my side band, or whatever it's called, the loop back. Smile guide. You're going down to 10%. Jerk. Meanwhile, here we go. Anyway. Well, okay, the poster said 25 apples. And I have a feeling the first goal here could be this extremely tedious one. I won't go and try to complete this game entirely if it looks like it's going to be ridiculous. Thank you for the follow. The Brevig. Does anyone notice that screamers affect them less if they only experience part of them? Like if you see the screamer without hearing it or hear it without seeing it. I think audio is a much more impactful screamer kind of thing. A sudden noise will scare me way more than a sudden image. And I think that's just because vision is easier to anticipate, I suppose. You can't hear audio coming unless, it's like way in the distance or something. I don't know. What interests me a lot is that the distance your sensory organ is from your brain, that distance actually determines how long it takes for you to respond to it. So that's why when you get a foot injury, step on something, that is the longest that a nerve has to transfer. So you've already done the damage or received the damage by the time your brain is aware that you're getting hurt. Same with like touching something really hot. It's already harmed you before you're aware that you're being hurt because of that distance that it has to travel. Whereas like, it's kind of why humans evolved the way that we do with all our senses on our heads, is because the closer to the brain they are, they react much quicker, thus making us more able to survive and reproduce. This one time when I was on my PC and I got up to look out the window and I saw a red, white, and blue lightning strike shapes, not from the sky, near the road that only lasted a second years after I saw another one, but it was a light green color. Now that it is actually possible for lightning to be other colors. There's like a phenomenon, I can't remember what it's called. It has to do with like the chemical structure of the atmosphere that produced the lightning bolt or something like that can actually make them be like green and red. So you probably weren't seeing things. Is this a dead end? I feel like I've tried all of these sides. I think it is. It's such a random game. I don't think there would be a guide. Anonymous in the chat. Exploding head syndrome. That sounds familiar. What does that involve? Wait, let me try something. I keep accidentally startling myself because I have a piece of the video where this music is coming from sticking out the side of the game's window, and it occasionally cuts to a different image, and I'm like, oh god, but then it's the video. That is one of the key things in designing a horror game, is that you are going to lose people very fast if your gameplay is too repetitive, too frustrating. Like, horror games don't need to be challenging. There's so much about the atmosphere and priming people just right to be afraid of what they're experiencing. It's not really a genre that needs a challenge unless they're trying to not go for the spooky aspect. Like, Left 4 Dead is kind of a scary game, but it's not going for spooky scares. It's going for just kind of gore, crazy, exciting scares. Oh, there we go. I believe it has something to do with waking up to loud noises. Oh, yeah. I can't say that I've had startlingly loud noises before, but is this music getting louder? But I've definitely had situations where thought I heard a really loud noise, and then I'll jump awake, and then I'll look around and I just don't see anything. But I don't think it's like a chronic thing for me. Like, it doesn't happen on a regular basis or anything. Remember, I startled my mom once when I was very young, because growing up, I had a bedroom that bordered my parents' room. So any noises I made, they would hear. And in my dream, I thought my mom was calling me. And then I woke up and I said, like, what? And it was like 2 a.m. And I was kind of asleep. They were asleep, and then I startled her awake with me yelling because I thought she was yelling for me because I heard her voice in my dream. I don't know, it's like when you've lived with anyone, especially parents, for a really long time, it's hard to get rid of the conditioning that you've developed while being with these people, like catching on to their mannerisms, the way they act, things they say, how you respond to them. Like, I haven't lived with my parents for a very long time, and it took me like a year living away from them before I started feeling truly independent. Like, my mind had developed enough of like the realization that I am not living with other people. I don't know, it takes a while to adapt, I guess. Jump scares are easy tools. You could throw up a picture of Jesus and a loud bang, up to 1000% boom, spooky. Yeah, exactly. Same thing happened to you. You're just about to fall asleep and you hear a definitely loud noise and you wake up. There was a loud noise outside my house last night. Someone told me it was just a firework. I don't know what kind of person lights fireworks at 11 at night. Whatever, pretty scared. Yeah, I get a lot of actual fireworks here. It's kind of scary because there have been gunshots in my area before, and I'm not enough of a gun pro to be able to tell a difference between firecrackers and gunshots. Usually I try to listen for the pattern in which they happen, but like I just don't know if I heard a gunshot or if I heard a firecracker. So I'm hoping it's a firecracker. Oh, hey, Fred. You're here in time for a game that had a lot of potential and is now becoming tedious, but I'm kind of too stubborn to stop at the moment. And this is not the audio of the game you're listening to. I turn the audio way down because there's stupid screamers in the game. Oh god. Well, the gunshots that would happen in my city are usually, this sounds worse than it really is, but are usually gang-related violence. It's people that know each other and are shooting at each other. It's not just people like, yay, guns, shooting all over the place. They're usually targeting specific people. Several years ago, oh yes, Saravo, with the gold skull thing. Yeah, I mean, anything, especially a video game, can prime your mind to think in a certain way. So then you start to, like when you step away from the game, like they call it like a Tetris effect, where you'll take that same conditioning and unintentionally apply it to real life where it has really no place. Like when I play Guitar Hero, or used to play it a lot, I would just walk around and I would see shapes flying at me that weren't actually there, and I felt like my fingers need to be responding to these shapes, but I'm like, no, I'm not in front of a screen. Same thing can happen, like if you're, like I bet after I'm done playing this game, my hand will just automatically tap very slightly forward as I'm trying to find all these platforms. I at least want to get one more apple and see what happens. If it just is like, oh, yep, get the 22 other apples, I'll just be like, next game. But, Ono Tricks Point Never is some good ambient music. Oh, is that an electronic artist? Discussions like this make you realize how glitchy the brain can be. That's true. I mean, it's hard for us to think about brains when we are our brains thinking about ourselves. And no, I'm not high, but so much of everyday life is the result of knowing that the brain can be manipulated. Like, the only reason we like watching movies, playing video games, going to theater, watching performances, going to concerts, the only reason all that works is because our brains can feel emotion by watching other things express that emotion. It's like empathy. When you watch someone cry, you feel sad, even if you have no idea why they're crying. It's a survival mechanism, but we manipulate it so much in film and stuff too. Like when someone is doing something really badass that you respect and you think like, damn, they're doing that really good, it kind of gives you a little adrenaline rush in yourself as if you were doing that same thing. So it's that sort of manipulation of your mind that is just all over in everyday society, and it's a part of, it's why entertainment exists, why humans are herd-oriented creatures. I don't think it's anything wrong with it. If we didn't experience empathy, we probably would not be where we are today. Because human babies are like the most useless creatures on the planet. They 100% need someone to empathize with them in order for them to live, and clearly it worked, because there's, 7 billion people on Earth? And people are being born at a higher rate than ever before. My God, did this game just make me... Wait, it says free opful. I feel like this is a trap. Isn't it Tetris Syndrome? And yes, you're pretty sure they have all their stuff on YouTube and it's pretty easy to pick up. I'll look into that. Our brains run on DirectX 13 with emotion control. 7.5 billion. You wish you were a human baby. I don't know, I feel like... this game has a ending. Let's just say you find yourself. I think I know what you're saying. God. Yeah, this is getting pretty tedious. So I kind of feel like, you know, with our, this is like such a stoner discussion, but hey, it's stimulating. But because you are your brain, that I feel like in the next, I don't know, 20, 30 years, that there'll be ways to just put your brain somewhere else. Like, how would you feel about surrendering existence as a human with a human body, having to live a human life like we do now, and just have your brain exist in a machine that can give you exactly what you want, it can make you experience whatever you want? Like, was it Futurama where they have all the heads inside jars and they, like, you can put a head onto a robot and you just are that robot? Yeah, Soma, yeah, a game. Wasn't there a study that said if you found babies crying annoying, you have a normal brain? It's true, because a baby crying is a problem, and it gives you a feeling of urgency. So if you did not find something compelling about a baby crying, like you feel like you need to do something about it, like make it stop. It's an important survival thing for babies. That's all they can do. They can make noise or not make noise. That's like the extent of their existence. And you know, the weirdest thing, that this free apple is such a joke. It's pointing on that square, but I touched it and it... But, so... I thought I tried all of these. So from what I've heard, the reason that... Okay, how does this go again? The reason that... Okay, let me think about this more before I say it, otherwise it'll sound really stupid. Okay, okay, I'll fall here. Is there an apple? Oh! Something happened. Okay, I'm gonna turn the audio up a little bit. Not enough to be 100% spook. Let's see what this is. Free app full. Or is it free jump scare? Because at this point, anything can happen. Alright, it could come. Here it comes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, game. You're giving me interest. I'm gonna be a little skeptical. I don't trust you after those jump scares, so... Why am I, like, constantly in a state of fall? As I watch the leaves fall in what seems like an autumn setting. But anyway. I think this is a glitch that I'm dancing all over the place, but whatever. Am I in a bloodstream? It does kind of look like blood cells, but I think it's petals of a flower. Okay, what is this? Oh no, it's in German. Or some other language. Ko u nas bu o nas what wazutsta. Looks like an address. 30 D72. Now I feel like I'm gonna fall through every floor panel. We got a vase, or vase. Got some modern architecture. It says fuck it in potato knees, okay. Some kind of postcard, I guess? Pozdrawienia Mieszkowski. Oops. Okay, getting my free app full. Or my free jump scare. Let's see which it could be. Potential jump scare moment. Oh, hi. I have not touched one yet. I can't confirm what will happen. Moo at them, good idea. Whoops. It is not effective. Well, they have little, like, cat heads and little ears. I don't know if you can see it in the stream. I don't want to fall. Okay, I'm going to willingly touch one of these. So brace for potential jump scare. And the game closed. All right. If my platforms are not there when I reload the game, I'm going to switch games. Game over. Come on, platforms, still be where... And 0 Apfel. Look at this, I am a god. Not anymore. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. I feel like people aren't going to experience a large part of the content because the game is so tedious. It has a lot going for it, and I was really excited to play it. Let's see if by some fluke that there's actually a playthrough of this on YouTube. Let's see. Smile... What was it called? Smile Guide. Tuh. What the hell? Okay, so let me show you guys what I found. Um, so take a sec. All right, I don't know what this is, but it looks like it could be related in a very weird way. Wait. There we go. Oh, no. My window's out of control. Window, why are you not... I calibrated you. What the heck? Okay, well, it just for the time being gonna have to deal with the white bar at the top. But anyway, I don't even know what this is.
Witajcie w naszym poradniku. W dzisiejszym odcinku dowiecie się, jak skuteczniej jabłko składa się z nadjabłcza, krainy grzybów i papieru.
Turning the volume down a little.
Ale my się tym nie przejmujemy.
Alright, this is kind of freaky.
Dzieci po prostu powiedziały jej w szkole, że jestem zabrana. Wracał północy, w niego leżały. Żeby serce się razie. Mówił, że to przyjechanie Żydów jest łatwe.
It seems very related to the game. Considering this was posted in 2013, pretty sure the game would be based on this.
Znam wieczorem, redakcja organizuje cała ze snapkami, serwerach. Mama fałszywa.
I don't know if you can see the subtitles. Maybe I should read. There's a man from Mushroom Land. And we got marionette puppets. And we have female parts. She has an eye painted on her eyelid. Mushroom Land. Check if she's breathing her somethings. Here are today's lucky numbers. All the text seems very nonsensical, intentionally.
Cicha, nie mogę się skupić. Czułam się taka wyczerpana. Nic nie dawało mi już radości.
Nothing would bring me joy anymore.
Musisz odnaleźć w sobie
You have to find a mushroom light inside of you. Light.
Ja nie potrafię.
I can't.
Spójrz na mnie,
Look at me, Agatha.
jesteś
You are full of mushrooms.
Nie wiedziałam.
I was not aware, but what about apples? What apples? Shock. Okay. Well, we appear to have found the source video from that game. And the first comment says, thank you, Poland. You gave us The Witcher. You also created the weirdest cinematic experience on YouTube. I know I should find this series weird, but I legitimately enjoy it. I think it's a genius. Or I think it's genius. Can't wait for more. Apparently it's a series. From what I've seen, it seems like a combination of some new ideas. It's not your standard spooky video, you know, like people in masks and black and white and grungy and stabbing. It's not quite the usual thing. There's a couple parts where I thought they're trying a little too hard with like low-pitched voices and stuff like that. But it's enough to make me curious. Pure absurdism. Oh, and hello, Airbot.
Witajcie.
This one's shorter. I'm not gonna play all of them. I just want to see what
odcinku dowiemy się,
a
jak
different one
zrobić
is.
papieru.
Oh, why do you have to go that route?
Papieru. Papieru.
Please no.
Papieru. 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 I mnóstwa dobrej zabawy. Nie zapomnij o dobrej zabawie. Wiem, Jezus, spadaj stąd, Downie.
tak cię kocham.
Papieru. 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 Papieru.
telefon, odbieram, cisza. Tak dniami, nocami się ciągnęło. Któregoś dnia w końcu słyszę głos w słuchawce. No, pani włączy telewizor. Ja się pytam, po co?
I have my finger on the volume
No, bo pani
thing
córka jest w telewizji.
to mute on short notice.
Myśl mi zostało po prostu rozdzielone. Jak to mięso od przysłowiowej kości.
Jutro ktoś przyjdzie. Macie już wszystko? Źle, nie potrzebujecie tego. Wystarczy trochę agresu. Malin. Banan. Kompotu.
I need a looping gif of that.
Przekleństw.
Not meat.
I gotowe.
This starts getting into gore. I'm probably not gonna finish it. Not a fan of gore. I'm looking at the rest of the video and I don't see anything particularly gross.
Szybko, wypowiedz zaklęcie. Bubalus, bubalis, a psik.
Is that a weed whacker?
Nasze uszy. Nasze kąciki nosa. Wszystko puchnie i znika.
It just occurred to me that this girl is the character that we are playing as in the game. It has like the same hair, same shirt. And it's good that we didn't get to see her face.
Matka witamin, aktorka, podróżniczka, dusza krowa.
I think it just has like a minute left. Exactly a minute when I said that. You can buy t-shirts for this? Really?
Dzień dobry.